Open my eyes to the world that shines in you. Open my eyes to the world that shines in you. Let me see you brightening the air. Let me see you playing everywhere. For your light that's shining free, I give all I am to thee. Open my eyes to the world. Open my eyes to the world. Open my heart to the world that beats in you. Open my heart to the world that beats in you. Let me feel you in everyone I meet. Let me feel you playing in the trees. Oh, take me to your heart. Let me feel you in every part. Open
And I'm going to be able to switch back.
Open my heart.
That was William Vitalis with Open My Heart to the World. Welcome to Let's Find Out. The focus of this program is to have our hearts open to the universal, united, kind, loving, and forgiving planet. We have entered into a new decade and new energy form, the transformational 20s. Let's all begin to strengthen the new energies on the planet, strengthen your intuition, and strive to live a peaceful existence free from fear. What strategies, prayers, meditations, and exercises can one use to tap into the higher realms and receive messages from our departed loved ones, creating a higher vibration of living? When we're upset and confused, where can we find the answers? How can we know which path to take? The answers are here on Let's Find Out with our spiritually focused format and guests. And now it's time for tonight's program, Let's Find Out with Elizabeth Joyce.
Well, good evening. It's Elizabeth Joyce. How is everybody tonight? I have a great show planned for you, and it's all about colors and auras and what our body is when we extend ourselves into the universe. And my guest tonight is Pam Oslie. Hi, Pam. How are you?
I'm great, Elizabeth. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to tell people about you. I know that you work with auras and that you work with color. And can you say a little bit more about what you do?
Wow, that's just a tip of what I do. But yes, I actually can see energy fields that come off of people. And I do explain to people that everyone, even if you can't see it, we all feel it. That's why you can be around somebody for the first time and feel comfortable standing next to them, and other people you don't even want to be in the room with, you want to pull away. You're feeling their energy field. So
I always wondered why, you meet somebody and then you feel like, oh, I don't like that person. And you just met them and you don't even know.
Yeah, and so I see the different aura colors, and
That's
each
great.
one of the colors tells a different story. So, yeah, and I've been doing this for 35, 36 years, 37 years now, something like that. I don't know.
And as you know, I wrote the book, The New Spiritual Chakras, and a little bit of the colors have changed, but it's exciting to know about that. You did get that, right? The New Spiritual Chakras?
Yeah, I did. I emailed you and let you know that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I actually told you I was enjoying reading it, so I know you've been
So let
busy.
me see what I can do here. I think we're going to be saved. I'm really excited that you're on, and it also says that you use your psychic abilities. And I know that you have been very, very helpful. As a matter of fact, you've been on a lot of TV shows, ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox. You were on Dr. Oz and The View. This is wonderful. You're on with my buddy, Coast to Coast with George.
Yeah. No, I love that people are interested in these types of things. It was so fun to have people go, okay, what if we have different aura colors, what does that mean? So it was really exciting, Elizabeth, to find out that it became more mainstream, that this isn't some weird California weird woo-woo
that's
thing,
true.
that people are feeling it. Mm-hmm.
I went back to work after my children went into school, and I worked for an architect, and we were building homes for hard-to-place children at that time. And it was very interesting because he taught me about colors. I never thought about colors. And we had to paint the rooms, and he said you paint the bedrooms the blue and the mint, and you paint the action rooms the yellows and the oranges, because it affects the children's eyesight when they're that young. And that was in the 70s. That was way before we were here. But the thing is that we were here this time is what I mean. But, the thing that excites me are the parallel universes and of course, the new quantum physics that Deepak Chopra has so lovingly shared with us. Tell us a little bit about parallel universes.
Well, just so people know, what I've studied for decades now is not just spirituality, which has been my life, but quantum physics. And because I've discovered that we really have advanced abilities, so I've developed those, and parallel universes, and navigating them is one of them. But I've been able to, like you, I can talk to people on the other side. I can see energy fields. I can see outside of past, present, and future, and psychic abilities, remote viewing, and learning that parallel universes is quantum physics, and they actually have evidence that they're real. So
right. I want you to tell people what quantum physics is.
Oh, well, let's put it this way. The old physics is Newtonian physics. That's been around for hundreds of years, and it's basically Newton, and basically saying that the universe is mechanistic, cause and effect, and we're separate, and we're biological little machines, and we wear down, we rust out, and we die, right? Quantum physics, boy, that's a huge subject, but it basically is saying it's energy and consciousness. It's a new level of understanding reality.
Actually, it tells us how we pass the body and still live, in a sense.
Oh, yeah, that and more. I mean, it talks about consciousness, how it plays a role in our reality, and how it's all just energy, and how we create our reality. So
that's exciting. And I know you've written some books, popular books like Life Colors, Love Colors, Infinite You, Make Your Dreams Come True. Tell us about that one, Make Your Dreams Come True. Everybody needs that right now where we're at. Are you there?
Hello? You can't hear me?
No.
You can't hear me? Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay.
You can hear me talking? Okay. So what I discovered, what I did is I created a book full of games and processes so people can discover the hidden beliefs that they have that they don't even know that they have, that's potentially blocking them from love or abundance or living their full life. And then we play these games to reveal the beliefs. And then I show people how to change their beliefs so that they can have all their dreams come true, their abundance, their health, their love. So it's a fun processing game book.
That's great. I bet they love it. You know, it's funny, I had a dream inside of me from the time I was very young and never believed it would come true, and that was buying my family home. And all of a sudden, I had an opportunity this summer, and I don't know where it came from.
Uh-huh.
But I bought it, and I'm about to move there.
Haven't you noticed that our thoughts and beliefs are manifesting a lot more quickly than they used to?
I have noticed, but the thing that surprised me was I had not thought about buying the house or getting it back into the family for a long time. And it was just amazing.
But you still had that thought, and things are showing up a lot more quickly now. It used to take a long time to have a desire.
And you can do it instantly now, which is just amazing to me. It really is.
Fun. Well, that shows that things have sped up, and that is all part of quantum physics.
Absolutely. So we do have a caller, and Chris, can you introduce our caller? I have Lori. I don't have Skype. I have Lori on the phone for you. Lori, are you there?
I am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Thank you for calling in. What's the question that you have for Pam tonight?
I would like to know how I can see somebody else's aura, or if that's possible.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Actually, we all have the ability to see them or feel them. Some aura colors it's easier for us because we're intuitive or we come from the inner vision. Some people are more physical, like yellows are more physical. So one of the exercises I teach people, well, here's the deal. Number one, in order to see things or even expand any of your advanced abilities, number one, you have to be willing because a lot of people are afraid of it. Number two, you have to learn how to be still. And in this culture, it's really hard for us to learn how to be still because we're so busy and all over the place. Number three, you have to be willing to, so I'm going to teach you how you can see auras, but practice is involved in it, relaxing practice, trusting what you see, and then practicing, and then giving yourself appreciation and gratitude for it. So one of the exercises that you can do, for me, it's easier to see someone's aura against a white background. Other people like black or a darker color, but for me, it's easier to see it in front of white.
Never use black, never.
Yeah, I don't either.
You cannot. You don't meditate in black. You don't wear black. You don't use black. Black is, especially in this time, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do have to say this. If you wear black at this time, you're going to lose all your energy, and it will absorb it worse than the virus to wear black. You can't wear black because it absorbs all the color out of your system for some reason.
So, which is one of the reasons why I use white. I use white a lot. So having somebody stand in front of a white background, and then what I teach people to do is kind of look at them with soft eyes. You know how you find yourself staring? You're not really trying. You're not focused on them. And you can either look at maybe a spot on their forehead or their nose or just look past them. And then just with soft eyes, most people start out, and I did too, by being able to see a white glow around the person's head, because what I've discovered is the aura is usually strongest around the head, from shoulder over the head, which is why I believe they painted halos around people a long time ago. Their auras were bright enough that people were seeing them.
Oh, that's
so if
true.
If you just look with soft eyes just past them, at first you'll probably start noticing a white glow. And then you can even ask the person to just imagine white light pouring out of them, just like really intensify the white light from their head and see if you can see it getting stronger and stronger. And then eventually I developed the ability to see the different colors. But that's one of the exercises. I have a whole, whole website that talks about aura colors. You can take the free quiz. It's auracolors.com. You can take a free quiz. I've got information that answers questions about what is it, how do you see them, what do the different colors mean. So you can go take that free quiz and learn more. But that's one of the exercises.
And I used to teach that in class. When I was teaching classes, I'd have them stare about 8 feet above the head. And actually now it's the 8th chakra. I have them look at the 8th chakra, which is about 8 feet above your head, and the auras will start to pour in like a rainbow on each side. And I was taught that the left side of the body is what's coming in, and the right side of the body is what's being removed. And your emotions flow with colors, as well as just being able to see them. When you have an emotion, your colors will change. So it's like a swirling whirlpool of colors.
Right. And there's different ways to see the aura, too. The way I see them is I see different layers of colors out from the body. And in my experience, this is how I see them, and everybody experiences things differently, is the one or two bands of color that are closest to your body reveal who you are, your life purpose, the theme that you've chosen for this lifetime, similar to astrology, numerology, iridology, palmistry, all of those. They reveal the plan that you've made. And then the outer bands in the aura, and again, this is how I experience them. People experience them differently. The outer bands in the aura change all the time depending on what's going on with you at the time. So if somebody gets really angry, I see red flaring up in the outer bands, but then it goes away when they're not angry anymore. Now, some people, like the cameras that you see, they will measure the emotional energy that's around you at that time. They don't always show the life colors that I show, and the life colors in the aura in my system don't typically change in this lifetime, just like your astrology signs don't really change.
Thank you so much for answering my question. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I really love that you're interested in learning how to see them. Also use your hands to feel. see if you can sense somebody's energy field just by standing away from them and with your palms towards them, and start slowly moving towards them, and see if you can start feeling. People go, well, that's just heat. And I go, well, that's what energy is. It can come off as heat too. So just start moving forward until you can feel their energy field. That's another exercise.
And the more that you put your hands together, the more that you can bring energy in, and the more that you can know that you're on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and it takes time. It takes time, and it takes meditation.
Yeah, and some people are better than others at it. Like violets, blues and violets and indigos are the three most psychic of all the aura colors. Yellows are very kinesthetic, so yellows can feel it in their body.
That's terrific. I'm gonna give it a try.
Good.
Okay, thanks for calling in.
Thanks for calling. Let's find out.
Me.
Absolutely, Lori. And now we have Danielle. Are you there, Danielle?
Can you hear me?
Is Danielle still with us?
Hello. Hear me?
Yes, I can now. How are you? Thank you for calling. Let's find out. I'm good. You're a Sagittarius, so you're probably in the middle of a million changes too, as I am.
It is crazy.
It's been crazy, I know. So what question do you have for Pam?
I recently was in this amazing relationship, and he broke up with me a month ago due to commitment issues, but I just feel like he was the one, and this is not the end. I want to see if she sees anything in my future.
And you're December 8th.
December
8th. Pam, her birthday is December 8th.
That's funny. My birthday is December 5th, so we got 3 Sagittarians on the line now. Danielle, what color hair and eyes do you have so I can really connect with you? And there's a bad echo on this, Elizabeth.
Brown hair and brown eyes.
That's what I thought. Danielle, you're a violet yellow, and I'm going to say this. Number one, I definitely can pick up that you've had other lives with that soul. I can tell his independent streak. He's afraid of making a commitment. I feel like he's withholding from you, and he has, I got to tell you, I feel like he's got commitment issues. He's a little bit, I'm so sorry to say this, but he's a little bit on the self-centered side, and I keep seeing him running away. Now, you do have violet in your eyes, and violets are psychic. They are intuitive. But boy, you didn't pick the easy path. I know you have a soul connection with him, but I don't know if he's going to cooperate with you in this lifetime. You've been together before, but in this lifetime I see a wall around him, like denial, and he doesn't want to commit, and I can tell there's chemistry, I can tell there's a soul connection, but I keep feeling like he keeps running away or resisting or not wanting to look at it. That's how I'm going to say it. Does that make sense to you when I say he doesn't want to look at it?
It does.
Well, I believe that he has something more. I believe he's a little bit narcissistic, and she's got to be very careful because they love bomb you and then they disappear. And there is a book that you might want to read, and I think it would describe him. It's called Prepare to be Tortured. And unfortunately, these people do come along, I know, because I just left one, and it's very, very difficult. So understand what you're dealing with. And yes, I do think there is a love. I think he loved you as much as he could love anyone. Don't you think, Pam?
Oh, yeah, he definitely cared, but I keep getting fear and running away. And Danielle, I know you're not ready to hear this yet, but when I look in your future, be careful not to attach to him, because I agree with Elizabeth. He's going to keep pulling away and maybe coming back and pulling away and tempting you and then pulling away. You have the greatest guy coming in your future. I know violets get impatient and they want it now, but you have somebody coming in your future that's really going to love you. You just got to learn to really love yourself and not sell out. I'm really sorry that he's not cooperating, but I agree with Elizabeth. He is narcissistic. He's self-centered.
And Danielle, I think it's going to be in October, once these energies move forward again. You could hear from this guy again, and he'll come and go, if you know what I mean. It'll be like a revolving door. He'll come in for a while and then go again. But I think your real love, the one that's going to really ground you, will be in October.
That's crazy, because that's his birthday, and that was the next time I was planning on hitting him up.
Don't hit him up. Get the book, Plan to be Tortured. It's on Amazon. Good luck to you. Thanks for calling. Let's find out. So here we are, Pam. Here we are. So how do people find out what their aura colors are? Do you believe that has something to do with their birthday?
Yeah, I see. Okay, so this is how I see it, Elizabeth. I believe before we came here, we had a plan of what we wanted to be like, what the experiences we wanted to have, people we wanted to connect with, what type of person we wanted to be. And so we left breadcrumbs behind just in case we got here and we forgot why we were coming. So it shows up, like I said, in the astrology, in our aura colors, in our palmistry, iridology, so that we can look at it and go, oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. That's the type of person I wanted to be. So people can find out their aura colors. The easy way to do it is, like I said, go to my website and take the free quiz, auracolors.com. I also have 2 books out on it. Feel free to have them call in. I can tell them what their aura colors are over the air. Like Danielle was violet and yellow. She's added blue in her outer bands, but she was born a violet yellow. So you can do that. You can watch the free videos that I have on my website. The cameras don't always show. So if you go to a psychic fair and you get your picture taken, those don't always show your life colors. They show
that's true.
At that time. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Pam, we do have to have a message here, but it's exciting, and you're going to be back, and so we have to have our weekly cosmic tip.
Okay. From me or from
No, it's coming.
Okay, good.
A message.
Okay.
This is Elizabeth Joyce with Let's Find Out from OMTimes Radio. And now it's time for your weekly cosmic tip. This is Stargazing with Elizabeth Joyce, week of May 4th through May 10th, 2020. 2 big shifts occur this month. The spiritual destiny nodes of the moon move into Gemini and Sagittarius on May 4th for 1.5 years as a part of an 18.5-year cycle. And relationship planet Venus turns retrograde in Gemini. The nodes are leaving Cancer and Capricorn, where they have been since November of 2018. These exciting water and earth signs tended to be security-oriented and created grooves which became ruts for many people. Gemini and Sagittarius represent a breath of fresh air and a passionate fire element. Air and fire are ready to open up to new ideas that bring forth their passions. It represents a time where we must adapt our old way of thinking and communicating. Old traditional ways will no longer work. It will be difficult to keep people in the virus locked down because of this combination, because it will increase cabin fever. In regards to the May 13th Venus retrograde cycle, relationships and finances are ready for review and revision. Ambitious Mars moves into Pisces on the 13th until late June, presenting an opportunity to bring out your spiritual warrior. On another note, the 3 planets involved in this year's triple alignment in Capricorn are turning retrograde. Pluto on April 25th, Saturn on May 10th, 11th, and Jupiter on May 14th. There are different ways of interpreting this. My hope is that the world is getting the virus under control. By the time they move forward in early October, things will be much better. Monday, May 4th, the Sun merges with Mercury, which is an ideal time to close a deal, send important messages, or to buy and sell. The talkative day under a social and diplomatic Libra moon, while the Sun aligns with quick-witted Mercury. This energy continues into Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo, for quick, festive celebrations. Also, the nodes of the moon move into Gemini and Sagittarius on the 4th until January of 2022. Sagittarius speaks of a higher truth, and Gemini translates it into a language that all can understand. Many are getting restless as summer approaches. People will definitely want to travel, take or teach classes, move, and meet new people. Since Gemini is associated with short trips, it will be curious if more people choose to travel within their region rather than to get on an airplane. Restlessness, upset, and change is certainly in the air. Be aware with these intense energies that temptation is at its highest peak, and be sure to avoid any risky or uncertain situations, as well as unsafe neighborhoods or situations that might be a little dark this week. On Thursday, May 7th, the Scorpio full moon will be fully illuminated by the Taurus sun, bringing us another supermoon. This powerful moon represents endings and completions. Hopefully it will include the devastation of this virus effect on the world. The goal of Scorpio is to transform, albeit sometimes painfully. It is often a time of crisis because secrets, negative past actions, and hidden desires tend to slip out of the darkness into the light. Sunday brings us Mother's Day, and finding the right card or the right words may be easier with Mercury trining both Jupiter and Pluto. That evening, Saturn turns retrograde, easing up its force until mid-September. It's time to review exactly where you are in life and seriously look at what needs to change. It's time for a performance review to see how well you've done with work and family. Pay attention to your responsibilities and dealt with loss, depression, and these difficult changing times. This is Elizabeth Joyce with Let's Find Out on OMTimes Radio. And now it's time to get back to tonight's program with Elizabeth Joyce and her guest.
Your conscious connection to a more mindful world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
A social distancing tip.
Putting distance between yourself and others is critical to slowing the spread of coronavirus. So here are ways to stay in contact without the physical contact part. Call, send a text, set up a video conference, post on social media, dedicate a song on the radio. If you have symptoms of fever, dry cough, and shortness of breath, call your healthcare provider before going to their office. For more info, visit coronavirus.gov.
Let's all do our part, because we're all #AloneTogether. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network.
Elizabeth Joyce's Elixir Tea is really a healing tea. It's blended according to Ayurvedic principles and the chanting of Sanskrit mantras. So it assures a deep cellular healing, relief that flows from within. So drink Elizabeth's healing tea before you meditate. Order it online or call 201-934-8986, 201-934-8986.
The student asks the teacher, "How do I experience transformation?" The teacher replies, "When the student is ready to receive deeper answers, the student then asks, 'How do I know what deeper questions to ask?' And the teacher replies, "When the student decides to commit to a practice inviting transformation, level 2 questions will be revealed." Hi, I'm Tomas Garza, and as a teacher and host, I'm inviting listeners to enroll in the mastery of transformation by joining me on Decide to Transform, your bridge to level 2 answers. Tuesdays, 1 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio.
Now more than ever, you need Elizabeth Joyce's Sanitizing Healing Spray. It clears and cleans viruses and germs, and it helps to prevent spreading those viruses and germs. Elizabeth's Sanitizing Healing Spray contains frankincense and sandalwood. You spray it as generously and as often as you need. You can order it online or call 201-934-8986. 201-934-8986.
I've been sitting in prayer, thinking about things everywhere, wondering why God let them go. When I saw I'm created, whole and complete, there's nothing outside me for me to receive. been sitting in prayer, thinking about things everywhere, wondering why God let them go. And it's easy to see that it's not up to me. And really there's nothing to know. Do the clouds keep the sun from shining? Does fear keep a heart from loving? They only obscure what is happening, making it hard to see the being of light that is you and is me. I've been sitting in prayer, thinking about things everywhere, wondering why God let them go. But there's nothing to do, and there's nothing to learn. Because heaven's not something you earn. Heaven's always happening all the time. In doing nothing, I dissolve the blinds, and in closing my eyes, I start to see the beautiful being of a light that is you and is me. Do the clouds keep the sun from shining? Does fear keep a heart from loving? They only obscure what is happening, making it hard.
This is Elizabeth Joyce with Let's Find Out, and that was my good friend Annabella Wood with I've Been Sitting in Prayer. My guest today is Pam Oslie, and my goodness, Pam, you have so many talents. We could do 5 shows. We probably will. But I think we better stick with colors today.
Okay.
So I wanna go to the different colors in affecting our relationship, because I did it back in the 70s, as I told you, do a whole chart of colors and their meanings. And I know that it's very purposeful for life. It's very helpful. And the colors that we wear every day tell a story too, don't they?
Right, we're very affected by colors. And again, I want to say that I've met people that see the exact same aura colors that I do, and I've met people that see different colors than I do. And it doesn't mean that somebody's right and somebody else is wrong. It means we're having a different experience, just like we taste food differently, because there are people that like Brussels sprouts that I know they are not tasting what I'm tasting. So
oh, that's true.
In my system, I see 14 different aura color types and the personalities that go with them.
Oh,
and
that's
some
neat.
of the colors are really compatible and easily compatible, and other colors are going to be more challenging to be in a relationship because they're really opposite. So,
and you know what's funny? I wrote the book, The New Spiritual Chakras, and there's 14 chakras now instead of 7.
Funny.
So I think maybe you're a little ahead of your time too. So how do they affect one in a relationship?
Well, let me give you an example here. You got a lot of violet in your aura, so I'll do violets. Violets are power souls. You guys are old souls. You guys have been on this planet so many times before that it's like it can get frustrating being here sometimes. You guys don't like the stupidity of humanity sometimes because you guys see things. You see how fast I'm having to talk? That's because you're a violet. Violets process like this. From the third eye, they go 150, and they see things way ahead of other people, and you guys think it's common sense, and you don't understand why other people can't see it. So violets are big teachers and leaders and spiritual teachers, and they get involved in the media. They write. They're performers. They're
well, you
leaders.
know, I'm a double Pisces with a Sag rising, so I have that too. I'm born on a new moon eclipse.
Yeah. Well, violets need equals. They need someone that inspires them, that they can communicate with, and that treats them with respect.
That's
Violets
true.
want to be able to have, and violets need people that either fly with them, partners that fly with them, or they need partners that are so supportive that the partner helps them achieve their big mission, because violets here are on a big mission. They came here to educate the masses, to improve the quality of life for people, to help with the consciousness shift that's going on. Oprah's also violet yellow. George Clooney and Amal Clooney are violet yellow, so they're big personalities. They need to reach the masses. So yellows, and you have a little bit of yellow in there, although you're so busy right now with your transition that you've added more green in your aura.
Oh, I need a healing.
Yeah, yellows are fun, funky, stubborn, sense of humor, creative ideas. Yellows actually, I'm not going to use you as a yellow example, but for people that are listening, yellows are usually big kids at heart. They don't look their age. They don't feel their age. They feel like they still have things to do, and you have that still going on. Yellows, they need playmates. Violets want someone with power and respect and support, and yellows want somebody that's fun and playful and they can laugh with and they can be affectionate with and create ideas with. But yellows can actually, now this does not apply to you, Elizabeth, okay, because you've added more green in your aura. Yellows have a commitment issue if they feel like they're going to be trapped and not have fun and not be playful. And so your yellow's been kind of suppressed by your relationship because you're not having enough fun with them.
It's good, though. You know, I had a dream about Oprah about 2 years ago, and she disappeared in my room in this huge yellow, and she was wearing yellow, and I didn't know what you're saying about yellow, so I think that's pretty neat. But I know that when I get to my home that I've just bought, that I will be able to rest and bring that yellow back again. But green is good because green is healing.
Well, green, when I say green aura, just so you know, and you've added green to get things done. That's different than the green that we use in healing. Greens are movers and shakers. Greens are like 1, 2, 10, let's go. Where violets go 150. I see this big picture, this big vision. I have these big dreams. I have these big goals. And greens go 1, 2, 10, let's go. Organized, efficient, let's go. Because violets can get very scattered. Violets multitask. There's like 20 things they want to do, and so they start doing 20 things at once. You've added a little bit of green in there trying to keep things organized.
That's
greens
true.
Greens are more efficient. They write lists, and yellows and violets go, where'd that list go? I didn't get everything done on that list.
I don't write lists. I don't. I never have, and I really should, but I can't make myself do it somehow. It must be my Pisces.
Yeah, because you're not really a green. You've added green to try and get things done, and greens want to make money, and violets are more like, we got to reach the masses. I got projects to do. Violets are always about projects.
So here's here's one that's a good, I just want to add this aspect in because of the times that we're in. What are some of the best careers for different colors? And I think that's important, especially now because we're going to be changing careers and doing things so differently.
Right. Well, I can say this. Blues are teachers, counselors, and nurses. They're rescuers. They want to help people. So they've got patience, and they love, and they have unconditional love. They will love somebody no matter what. So teachers, counselors, and nurses, those are the blues. Yellows usually get into the healing fields or the creative fields. They're writers, artists, designers. Or they get into the physical fields, like they're yoga instructors or gardeners or nature, or what they work with animals. Greens are usually business people, money, sales, stock market, real estate, business. Greens are all about business and money and staying organized. Tans are the technical. They're the step 1, step 2, step 3. They're very
I think they're a little boring. I think tans have to have a routine, and I think that they can be very boring to the active yellows and reds.
Exactly, but the good news is tans have the patience. They love the details, so they have the patience to work on technology. They're computer programmers and engineers and bookkeepers, and they've got the patience to do that. Where violets are like, okay, 150, let's do this project. I don't want to have to take care of the details. I just want to get this project happening. Let's go, big picture. And tans are the ones that'll go, okay, first you got to lay the groundwork, and you got to do this, and you got to build the foundation.
And when that happens, I always look at them and say, I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, exactly. We need tans to get that done because the rest of us don't have the patience or the tolerance or the desire to handle the details. So, and yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, do we have common colors of the aura? Can we change our colors?
Well, I would never say we can't do anything, especially with we yellows. Yellows don't like being told what to do. We're nice people, but we're stubborn as all get out. You tell a yellow what to do, and they'll do the opposite just to show you can't control them. So I would never tell someone they can't change their aura colors, but in my 35 years of seeing auras, I've only seen maybe 4 people change their life colors. The outer bands change all the time, depending on
and
what's
how
going on.
do you know this? How do you know about a life color? For example, what's my life color?
Okay, so let me just really tune into you because I definitely see that violet. So what color hair and eyes do you actually have?
Brown. Well,
Brown
I'm an auburn haired.
Auburn, so
brown
there's
eyes.
a little bit of red in it and brown eyes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, you're what I said you are. You've got mostly violet, which are the teachers. So violets either get involved in the media, or they get involved in teaching or psychology or spiritual ministry types of stuff, or they get involved in causes because they want to change the world. And some violets get involved in politics and law because they need to reach the masses. So the yellows want it to be simple and easy, and violets tend to get more powerful, more dramatic. So I can see them. So what happened is 35 years ago, I got thrown in the water. I went to hear a psychic speak, and I walked into the room, and he said, you get up here. You know how to do this work. And I went, what? I can't, what? What are you talking about? He threw me in the water. So I noticed that I was picking up psychic information about people. Like I knew a woman over to my right was pregnant. She didn't even know she was pregnant because I saw the spirit of a little girl standing next to her.
Yeah, I've
she
had
went
that
to the
happen
doctor.
too.
Yeah, she went to the doctor, found out she was pregnant. She had a little girl. A year after starting to do psychic work, I discovered I had done it my whole life, but I didn't know that because I'd never been taught that was psychic or intuitive. I just assumed it was normal, that I was having visions or dreams or intuition.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so you came in with it. Same thing happened to me.
Yeah, and then a year after starting to see people psychically, I met a woman who could see auras. She had oh God, what do you call that? I'm spacing on the name of it. Not telekinesis. Synesthesia. She had synesthesia, so she could see auras off of people, and she thought that was normal. She thought everyone could see that. And then she discovered that she knew what the different colors meant. And when I met with her, I went, oh my gosh, now I understand what a red is. That because I've been seeing these same qualities in people, I went, oh, that's an orange. Oh, that's a magenta. I get it.
So you matched it all up.
I matched it up psychically, and then within a year of meeting her and understanding it psychically, I developed the ability to see and sense the aura myself.
So you accepted the energy. You accepted the energy, and then all of your talents from past lives came together and gave you this. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
Yep. So it's helpful for people because it gives them permission to be who they are when they find out, oh my gosh, I'm in lavender. No wonder I feel this way. And no wonder I've been like this my whole life. So it validates who they've come here to be, but it also helps us get along with each other. Instead of thinking everyone's supposed to behave and think the way we do, we can go, oh, you're a blue. Okay, I get it. That's why you cry all the time, because blues are very emotional. Blues can watch commercials and cry. So
let's have a little fun. Just give us some celebrity examples of the aura colors, like Shirley MacLaine and
Shirley MacLaine actually has green, yellow, and violet in her aura. So greens are tough cookies. You don't mess with them. They're very bright.
Oh, that's very true.
Yellows are more physical, and violets are spiritual. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia are both blue yellows. Blues are very loved. It's about home. It's about helping people. They're more emotional. And yellows are funny. They're playful. They like to get people to laugh. They want to either heal people or get them to be happy. Yellow's life purpose is to bring joy to the planet and healing. So Portia and Ellen DeGeneres have matching aura colors. They're very compatible because blues love home and loyalty and love. Blues lives are all about love and spirituality. That's it.
You know, it's fun. It's similar to astrology, which that's what I do. And I think that you have to have, I do a lot of the Carl Jung stuff. You really, if you have matching moons, then you're going to get along.
Right.
You know, and are there any colors that make us incompatible?
Yeah. A yellow and a green together is a really tough combo because yellows are playful. Yellows, if they had their way, wouldn't be working at all. They just want to have fun and go play and go out in nature and play with the dog and, hug the dog.
I've known people like that.
Yeah, they just want to go play, and they're not good with money, and they don't really care. They're very spontaneous. They get money, and it kind of disintegrates in their hands. And greens are the type A personalities. They want money and accomplishing and nice things and nice cars and nice homes. And so and greens can be very demanding when when there's a positive side of greens. As a CEOs, they create corporations and jobs for people. Out of power, meaning the negative side of greens, wow, can they be difficult? They're demanding, they blame, they're critical. And so can you imagine the fun-loving police are a little yellow?
That's the color of Virgo. I don't know if you know that. The green is the color of Virgo.
Yeah,
so we have a little bit more time. We are getting tight on time, but if you could quickly say the scientific proof for auras.
Well, they've measured the frequency around people. They call it an electromagnetic energy field. And so they have measured it off. They've even taken pictures of it with Carillion photography.
Right.
So there is science behind it. They've measured it. They have felt it. They've seen it. They've taken pictures of it. But more than anything, people see them. And we feel them. And a lot of things were true before science ever proved them. So,
and you know what's funny? I believe we can see ultra-red and ultraviolet and the red, and I think there are more colors hiding behind them that our eyes have not developed yet, because back in the day, we could only see blue, reds, and there's one other color. There was only 3 colors we could see back in the 17th century, but now we're getting more and more advanced. This has been wonderful to have you on today, Pam. Could you please give out your information? How to get you?
People can go to my website. It's auracolors.com. That's spelled A-U-R-A colors, COLORS.com. And everything's on there, courses and free quiz and books and radio show archives and how to have a private session with me. It's all on the website.
That's wonderful. Thank you for joining us, and I do hope you'll come back and we can talk about psychics, and we can talk how our minds work, and even more things that we're capable of that people may not know. I love the information you brought us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. This is Elizabeth Joyce, and now it's time to get ready for the meditation. And next week, I'm going to be on teaching a little bit and giving you some new information about what's going on in the world. And tonight, we are done. Pam was here, and I really appreciate her coming. And please get ready for the meditation now. Take a deep breath, get your spine straight, and good night.
This is the Garden of Life meditation with Elizabeth Joyce. The thoughts we think and the words we speak are constantly shaping our world and our experiences. Many of us are still in the old habit of negative thinking, and we do not realize the damage that we have inflicted upon ourselves. However, we are never stuck because we can always change our thinking. As we continue to choose positive thoughts and actions, the negative thoughts dissolve away. So, take a deep breath, sit with your spine straight, both feet flat on the floor, and legs uncrossed. Or you can lay down. Close your eyes and allow these messages to flow and penetrate within you. Your subconscious mind will pick up the ones that are the most important to you at this moment. These positive concepts are like fertilizing the soil of your mind. As your body, mind, spirit absorbs them by repetition, you are slowly strengthening and crossing the bridge, the very basis of your garden of life. As we go through these affirmations, as you allow them to flow into your consciousness, know that you are planting the seeds of positive thinking into your garden of life. I release the past with ease, and I trust the process of life. I close the door on old hurts, and I forgive everyone, myself included. I visualize a stream in front of me. I take all those experiences, those old hurts, old pain, and I put them into this stream and watch them dissolve and drift downstream until they totally dissipate and disappear. I am free, and everyone in my past is free. I am ready to move forward into the new adventures that await me. Lifetimes come and go, but I am always eternal. I am alive and vital, no matter which kind of vibrational plane I am existing on. Love surrounds me. Love surrounds me now, and love surrounds me in the future. Love surrounds me forever. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am healing. Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the answer for almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself, because when I can forgive, I am setting myself free. I free myself and everyone in my life from the old past hurts. They are free now, and I am free now to move forward into new, glorious, fabulous experiences. I cross this bridge with joy and ease, and the old issues have transformed into wonderful new experiences. You know, my life gets better all the time. I am willing to release old negative beliefs. They are only thoughts, and the old thoughts stand in my way. My new thoughts are positive and fulfilling. I release the things in my past that cloud my vision. I now can see the perfection of all of life. I willingly forgive, and I bring love into my vision. I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. Take a deep breath and see yourself breathe in the fullness and richness of life. Take a deep breath and bring in the aromatherapy of spring, all the flowers blooming and the glorious sights of the brilliant colors. As I take a deep breath, I observe my life with joy, abundantly supporting me. Life supports me with more good than I can imagine. I am guided through the day in making good choices. Divine intelligence and my blessed higher self continually guide me in the realization of my goals, and I am safe. I am safe. It's only change. I am safe. It's only change. I am safe. It's only change. As I break free and think wonderful thoughts, I move past my limitations into freedom. I now become all I am created to be. I am that. I am love. I am growing in full bloom in my garden of wisdom. This is my new vision of reality. And so it is.
Finding my way under wide open sky, I feel new friends in the morning air. Sunrise is warming the mountainside, promising me that you'll be there. me, how can my mind hold the wings of your time? Unless I spread my arms wide, how will I know your heart is with mine? Unless I feel you so deep inside. Oh, who makes my voice and the ocean to swell? Who turns the seasons into stories to tell? Who